What's up, guys? Today's video, I'm going to be demonstrating how to create a name tag or a keychain tag on Autodesk Inventor. So the first step is to open up Autodesk Inventor software, and we're going to start a new part. So double click on new part, and this will open up the program, and we can start designing. It may take a second, so we just got to be patient. Sometimes the computers don't work as fast as we like. So here we go. So new drawing came up, and I want to start by creating a two-dimensional sketch and picking the plane that I would like to draw on. So you click on two-dimensional sketch, and I always, not always, but seem to like to draw on the XZ plane. Double click on that, and I'm going to start by using my rectangle tool, and starting at the origin, I will draw a basic rectangle. Now, remember, on the left-hand side, those are your navigation tools, so you can use the hand to move the drawing over to the left, and I can use my mouse to zoom in and out. If you don't have a mouse, you can use this tool with a magnifying glass to zoom in and out, and you can use the free orbit button to rotate around. If you're outside of the circle, you can twist it around two-dimensionally. If you're inside, it rotates it three-dimensionally. So I have a basic rectangle here. I want to give it some dimensions, and we're going to make these small keychain tags to honestly go on a keychain. So use your dimension tool, and you'll click on the side that you want to dimension and type in your measurements. I'm going to make this 2 inches by 1 inch. So click on the left side and 1 inch. If I zoom out, I can see I have a 2 inch by 1 inch rectangle. So the next step, I like to use the fillet tool. Fillet button just rounds the edges of corners, and you can change the dimensions to make it larger or smaller. I usually make these keychains about 1/4 of an inch, so I'll type 0.25, select one side and another side, and you can see how that gives it a radius, round edge. And I'll do that all the way around so that I have a nice round keychain. When you're done with your drawing, you want to finish your sketch, and that'll change the view so it's kind of isometrically layout. And then we're going to extrude this. So you click the extrude button. It already selected the object for me, and I'm going to make this just 2/10 or a quarter, actually 1/4 of an inch. Sounds good to me, and we'll click OK. So there's the basic shape of the keychain tag. The next step, I like to make this recessed, and I'll put my name in there. So if you can see the shell tool, you click that button, and you just have to select the face you would like to shell. And you see how that gives it a nice recess. If you wanted to change the thickness to make it larger, say I wanted to make the sides bigger, 3 inches or 0.3 or actually 0.2, you got to make sure you type it right. See how it's wider. I'm going to keep it at 0.1 where we had it, and just click OK. And now you can see that I got a nice recess in there. The next step, I'd like to put my name in here. So I'm going to do another two-dimensional sketch, and I'm going to click the surface that I want to draw on, and it'll face me again. And I'm going to use the text button to select where I want to draw my text. And this screen will come up, and I'm just going to name, or I'm going to put my name, what I want to write into the screen down here. If you'd like to change your text, just highlight it, and you can change the font style to a different thing. Not all of these you're able to extrude, so you just got to be careful and make sure it's not a real crazy text. And then you click OK. Wow, looks good, except I have to rotate it, Mr. Roberts, and I have to scale it up to make it bigger. So these buttons, that's what these editing buttons are for. You have the rotate button, and it's really a two-step process. You click the rotate button. First thing you have to do is click the object that you would like to rotate. The second part is the center point. You have to come back and click on this button and click where you'd like the center point to be. So I just clicked on the center of that, and I'm going to rotate it so that it's horizontal. and press enter. So I'm done with the rotation tool. The next step, actually, I want to move it, but I don't really need the move button for this word. So I'm just going to grab it with my mouse and put it around where I like it and drop it. But I do want to scale this. So the scale button is how you make things larger or smaller, but they look the same. So same process, 2 steps. You click on the name, and then you want to click on a base point, and then you just drag your mouse out. And when you get it to the size that you like, you just press your mouse again, and then it's done. Again, I'm going to have to move it to center it. And that looks good to me. So when you're done with your text, you're going to finish your sketch again, and you're going to extrude. This time we want to select our name. And you can see if I zoom in, it's extruding out. Say you wanted to cut it, you'd go to this button, and that goes through the bottom, and that'll open it up. But I'm going to keep it the same way I had it. Also, these buttons will change the way you extrude something. It's already extruding up the way I like it. You can see the arrow pointing that way. And it's about 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to make that a little smaller, make it 1/10 of an inch, and just press OK. Now there's my keychain. Now the final step, if we were to want to put this on a keychain, we'd have to maybe put a nice little hole there. You have the hole tool, which is very easy, but I like to use the 2-dimensional sketch tool again. So I'm going to select that and click on the surface I'd like to draw a hole in. And then I will use the circle button to just draw a nice hole where I'd like to put it. And again, the dimension tool is one of my favorites. I select the dimension tool, click on the side, and I'm going to change the dimensions to 2/10 of an inch and press enter. So there's my hole, and this time I'm going to extrude the other way. So finish your sketch, you're going to extrude, you have to select the hole or the circle that you just drew, and you want to make it so that you're cutting through or going down. And a lot of times you have to change this to all so that you're cutting all the way through it. You press OK, and there you see, if I use my orbit button, I have a nice keychain tag. Okay, and that's the process for creating a keychain tag. The next step you're going to want to do is save it. So to save something, you go to the File menu, Save As. And you're going to first want to tell the computer that you want to save it in your student folder. And then you want to find the folder, your 3D printed objects maybe, or Autodesk Inventor files, and name it something that you are going to remember, like keychain tag. You can spell it right, chain tag. And press save. And there you should have it. Your keychain tag is ready for Mr. Roberts to come around and save it on the USB drive, and I can send it to the printer and print it out for you. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you enjoy the project. Again, good luck, and talk to you later.